I just want to know if we are safe or not.
It just caught me off guard. Like, y'all really the most. It could have been one of the insiders. Everybody's a suspect.
Always be aware of your surroundings.
I be in the gym every day. Anybody come up to me, y'all gonna get them hands.
I want to be left alone. Like, I really don't want them acting. I want them to act like I'm not even here.
I don't feel safe.
I don't feel safe.
I don't feel safe. I do not feel safe.
I don't feel safe.
Campus security, public security at Georgia State is a top priority. But a series of recent armed robberies in Library North raised new concerns and have led us to take new actions, quite frankly, at the university.
In light of recent robberies, we went to Lieutenant Lawton from GSU's police department to discuss some of the new measures being implemented. What efforts are being made to protect students?
Well, we're continuing in our proactive efforts, tripling our patrols via Segway, bike patrol, vehicle patrol, and foot patrol. Something that we've always practiced in the past, but we decided to increase our numbers for additional protection around campus.
What do you think about the increased amount of security in the library?
I appreciate it personally. I feel like there wasn't enough being done before whenever it came down to having IDs checked. I feel like they were letting too many people in without verifying that they were students, so I personally appreciate it.
I don't really think much of it, but only in the library itself. Like, I feel a little safer in there, but like outside of the library, I think anything can still happen.
I think it's horrible. Too many badges.
I think it's unnecessary, and I think a lot of students feel intimidated by it. I personally do.
How is campus security working to prevent criminal infiltration amongst such a diverse student body?
Like I said earlier, just remaining proactive, making sure we have the adequate amount of numbers of patrol officers out on the streets at all hours of the day.
Do you think restricting access to only GSU students would solve the issue?
Me personally, I would say to change the hours of what time visitors can come to the library. So maybe like more of like a 9 to 3, maybe 9 to 4 instead of 7 to 5.
I do think that since it's a campus, they should focus on students, and if they can't control security with the public coming in, then it's a good solution.
I don't think that's fair. This is a public institution, and people should have a right. I think everybody has a right to come to the library, go on campus. I don't think we should restrict it. Definitely not.
It's not gonna solve the issue because, I mean, my first instinct was it was probably somebody in the GSU family who did it. You know what I mean? It could have been one of the insiders. Everybody's a suspect.
I really cannot tell because according to the information I got, the one who committed that crime was using a GSU card to get into the library, so I don't know if this will help.
Do you feel like a specific group is being profiled by the police?
Me. When I walk into that campus, I feel like all eyes is on me. I feel like I fit that demographic. I'm like 6'5", black male. Yeah, I feel like I'm being profiled.
We interviewed Kwame Garcia, a GSU student who was stopped by campus police on 3 separate occasions, and asked him about his experiences.
So the second time it happened, they came up to me again. This time it was a black officer, and he was like, he tapped me on my shoulder. This because I was just gonna ignore him this time. I was like, I'm not even gonna say nothing. I had my headphones in, and he just came and was like, and so I was just like, yeah, can I help you? And he was like, yeah, well, we need to see your ID, sir. Do you go to this school or whatever? And this time I was like, no. I'm saying you cannot see my ID. You feel me? Because I already knew that they had already talked to me. And he was like, well, we're going to have to ask you to step outside. And I was like, what? So I was like, all right, cool. So I left. I'm thinking I'm about to like walk off, like whatever. So we get outside and he's like, yeah, we can't let you leave because if you don't show us your ID, then you won't be allowed back in the library. And I'm just getting like madder and madder, like as he's saying this, you feel me? And I'm just like, yo, like why are you profiling me, bro? Like I'm a student here, like you feel me? Like
Anytime any member of our community is not satisfied with the service they receive by the police department, we encourage them to contact us, both in person. You can show up at the police department, or you can do it online through our complaint system. That's what we're here to do, is provide a service. And if you're not happy with that, please let us know.
With students having to worry about not just being robbed or attacked on campus, but also the threat of being profiled and harassed by police, it leaves us asking one question.
Do you feel safe? Do you feel safe?
Do you feel safe?
Do you feel safe?